Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Mad cringe, but do you know what I mean? Like, we move. So basically today we're looking at a silver trading technique to get like 300, 400, sometimes up to 1,000 coins per trade. So essentially what you want to do is start off by looking for the cheapest rare silver Premier League cards on the market. So my buy now was set to 1,300, which was probably the lowest price going where there wasn't many cards available. So you just kind of scour through those players. You kind of check what players are selling for that cheap, so you know not to bid too much on them. So for example, this button here, I know he goes for 1.5k at the time of filming the video. But yeah, essentially you just want to check and try and, I wouldn't say memorize, but try and keep a good idea of the players that when you see later on when I'm bidding, these players you don't want to bid too much on. You kind of want to put quote unquote blind bids on them. So, you know, Burke, Morgan, Atsu, Sharp, these players, I don't really go for too much. About 1.3, 1.2 is the price they'll go for. So essentially you try and memorize as many as you can, and then you go to the maximum bid price and put in, I like to put in 950. And then this time, this is what I call the blind bidding. So I just kind of bid and I just kind of move on. I don't really care what happens, whether I get them, whether I don't get them. It's not really a big deal whether I get outbid or not. So I just kind of go through all of them from left to right. The ones that I've memorized, I just know I just put a blind bid in for. And the ones that I don't remember seeing, I'll try and add them to the watch list and look at compare prices to see how much they're actually going for, because I know they're not going for the lowest buy now price. So for example, that Vesic there, I know he wasn't a player I saw in the 1.3k, so I would add him to my transfer targets and I would actually compare prices to see how much he's actually going for in the market. Same for Somerville and stuff like that. There's a lot of players that are actually worth around 2k, 2.5k, Lookman and so on. So you kind of want to add those to the transfer targets, whereas the ones that you have memorized, you just kind of place a bid and then you just keep it stepping, just keep it moving. So yeah, basically you just want to do this. So ideally the best time to do this is probably about past 10:30 UK time. So I'm not sure where you'll be watching this, what time zone you'll be in, but if you try and convert the time to past 10:30 GMT, London, UK time, whatever it is, and that's where your bids won't really get outbid. So essentially that's just exactly what you kind of want to do. But yeah, once I win the players, I send them all to the transfer lists, I check their prices, and that's it really. I list them up for the lowest buy now price. I can sell them quickly and get back to trading. Okay, so we're back. So essentially, yeah, just come back to listing the last player, Izquierdo. He goes for about 1.3. He was one of the players on the screens we had to memorize. But yeah, this technique, it does work. Probably generates about 300, 350 coins per trade. If you can get some decent players like Somerville, Besic, and so on, you'll remember these guys the more you do it. So you kind of get accustomed to people's prices. So I know that Besic at the time of filming was going for around 2k. Same for Somerville, about 1.9k, and so on. You kind of get used to it. So you can make a lot of money, especially if you're bidding at the time I told you earlier to bid on. You don't really get outbid because it's so late. There aren't many people playing the game at that time, so the demand for the player cards are a lot lower. But yeah, this is a really good technique, and as you can see I've been doing this technique a lot. I'm not sure if I actually showed you the actual clip of the players that I listed, but you can see just generally I've been doing it a lot, and you can see the technique does work very effectively. It's really important though. One thing to note is that you do constantly check what the lowest buy now is on the market, because it can change and you need to adapt the technique accordingly. But yeah, so that's a good trading technique for now. Okay, so that's it for this video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell so you're alerted for when I drop my next video. And thanks for watching my first video. Hopefully there's many more FIFA content to come.